Miek is a fictional character in the Marvel Comics, first seen in The Incredible Hulk Volume 3 number 92 during the Planet Hulk storyline. Fictional character biography: Miek was a member of Planet Sakar's native race of insectoids. When he was young, his father and most of his hive were attacked and killed by local Imperials, forcing Miek to flee underground. He was accidentally rescued, as an outcast slave, during Hulk's battle with the Red King. Soon after, the Warbound escaped with Miek secretly leading them to the place where his father was killed. The Warbound then aided him in securing his revenge. Miek and Brood, who have formed a connection due to their insect nature, freed Miek's brothers and added the Warbound to his hive. Within a short time he underwent a metamorphosis and evolved into a giant heavily armored king version of his race. Miek located one of the last queens of his race, at an egg farm at which the Warbound were hiding. Unfortunately for Miek, and his species, the queen was consumed by a spike infection and had to be killed. Miek led the Warbound in Hulk's place while Hulk, Hiroim, and Kyra attempted to obtain the allegiance of Kyra and Hiroim's people. Following the death of Kyra Oldstrong, Miek and the rest of the Warbound accompanied the Hulk back to Earth, where they pledged to aid him in a quest of vengeance against those responsible for the Hulk's forced exile. On Earth, Miek was one of the most vocal in encouraging the destruction of the planets in revenge for what was done. By the end, it was revealed that Miek knew all along that the Illuminati were not responsible. Red King loyalists had planted a damaged warp core on the Hulk's ship hoping it would kill the Hulk. Miek did not tell the Hulk, hoping it would encourage the Hulk to keep destroying. Enraged, the Hulk and No Name nearly killed Miek. After the Hulk's defeat, Miek was captured by SHIELD in Wonderland and relayed information about the Warbound to help recapture them. Following the secret invasion storyline, Miek was presumably still imprisoned in the negative zone supervised by Wonderland's freed inmates. Chaos War Miek made a full recovery as he remained locked away in Prison 42 and stayed there until Amatsu Mikaboshi became the Chaos King and attacked all of reality. As order gave way to chaos, Miek found his freedom along with many other prisoners. He pledged his service to the Chaos King, who sought to destroy everything much like Miek wished Hulk would. Miek, with an army of other former prisoners, attacked Amadeus Cho and Galactus as they attempted to complete a gateway to a pocket universe to save creation. Cho recognized him from the attack on New York but could not reason with him. Miek was unwilling to trust anything Cho said and tried to stop Cho from completing the gateway. Despite Miek initially had the upper hand and nearly killed Cho, an earthquake caused by the fight between Chaos King and Hercules caused him to lose his prey. Amadeus quickly knocked him with the golden mace, causing Miek to fly away. Planet Savage Miek found that as a result of his exposure to the Chaos King's energies, he had taken on mild hermaphroditic qualities. This allowed him to lay clutches of eggs, but the hatchlings could not survive long after birthing. Miek found his way to the Savage Land, and in the process of asserting himself there, he slaughtered 43 Sakaiarian refugees residing there. He had also grown considerably larger and more powerful through this time. Kazar contacted Hulk regarding the deaths of the Sakaiarians, and Hulk assembled his Warbound and headed there directly, despite the grievous injuries he had sustained from his battle with Zeus. During the Warbound's first night there, the Sakaiarian elder had drugged the group, allowing Miek and his insect horde to abduct the Hulk. The elder had made an agreement with Miek that his people would be spared if he helped Miek obtain the Hulk as a sacrifice. Miek had attempted to supplant his hatchlings into the bodies of Sakaiarians, to keep them fed and safe, but that had not worked. When he attempted it with the Hulk's unconscious body, the hatchlings thrived. Using exceedingly strong insect chemicals, Miek kept the Hulk drugged and under mind control while his hatchlings gestated in Hulk's chest. He even sent the mind-controlled Hulk against his own Warbound in an attempt to stop them from rescuing his captive. When the Hulk's rage burned off the mind control, Miek tried to convince the Warbound to help him keep his hatchlings alive. Hulk then tore the infants from his chest and attempted to stomp them, before he set about killing Miek. Scar then tackled Hulk, smashing his head into the ground, and calling him a stupid monster. Scar promised the infant insects that no one would hurt them and that he'd care for them, as he could sympathize with their plight. Miek attempted to drug Scar, to make him kill his father, only to have another of his arms chopped off by Hulk, who then punched Miek through a volcano and across the savage land into a mountain of ice. Hulk chased after and tried to save Miek, but Miek would not let him, and fell presumably to his death. Other versions. Marvel's Zombies Return. In the fourth issue, when Hulk and the Warbound land on the moon, they are met by zombified versions of Giant Man and the Immortals. Their Miek along with No Name are soon killed and eaten by Giant Man. What If? In the What If? Issue revolving around Planet Hulk called What If Kyra the Old Strong had survived the destruction of Sakaar instead of the Hulk. Miek is also killed in the destruction of Sakaar when he runs into a volcanic crack formed as Sakaar breaks apart, believing that the Hulk is coming towards them, and is burned to death. His death prevents anyone from discovering the truth of Sakaar's destruction and leads to Kyra's conquest of Earth. Miek was also featured in a What If? Issue revolving around World War Hulk. In the first story, he is killed alongside the Warbound and the heroes that are present when Iron Man does not hesitate to use the laser on Hulk. In the second story, Miek's treachery is known after Thor had successfully reasoned with Hulk. In other media. Television. Miek appeared in the Superhero Squad show episode Planet Hulk, voiced by Dave Wittenberg. Miek appears in The Hulk and the Agents of SMASH episode Planet Leader, voiced by Benjamin Diskin. He is among the Sakaar inhabitants that are controlled by Leader, where he is among the slaves in the Sakaar mines. Miek was the one who told A-Bomb and Red Hulk about a revolution that will be starting soon. Film. Miek appears in the Planet Hulk film voiced by Samuel Vincent. He is shown to be more cowardly yet good and friendly, and looks up to the Hulk as a friend. He never betrays them, becomes evil or metamorphs into King Miek, but does get braver through the film, even single-handedly fighting and killing a traitor who was about to kill his friends under the orders of the Red King. His past and reason for exile though was never revealed. See also, Warbound, Planet Hulk, World War Hulk. References. External links, Miek at Marvel.com.